presentation.
And the next batter is Worth. Worth takes a called strike. Base hit into right field. The runner turns and goes to third. The throw is cut off.
I mean, nice patience there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Took a few, fouled one off, and then just took that outside pitch to right field. Nice, easy 2-strike swat into right field.
Well, I beat the drum and hold the phone. The sun came out today. We're born again.
That'll bring the second baseman Bell to the plate with runners on the corners. A 1-run lead here in the top of the 5th. Base hit into left field. That'll score 1. The runner comes around second.
I can understand the way I feel. Oh, put me in cold. I'm ready to play.
Into right field, into the gap. Oh, it's over the fence for a home run.
Wow. Megan Gray took that fastball and just drove it over the right center field fence.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, home of the Blue Crabs. My name is Michael Betteridge, and I'm joined here in the balcony atop this beautiful semi-pro baseball field for the 1A Baseball State Championship between the Brunswick Railroaders and the Patterson Mill Huskies. Coach, what a beautiful day for high school softball baseball championship.
Yeah, beautiful weather, 80 degrees, sunshine. Looks like storms are staying to the south of us, hopefully throughout the entire day. So pitching tonight for Brunswick, Tyler Lowry. First pitch is high to leadoff batter Chase Chikoki.
Give it a shot. It was fouled off, back out over the stands, and out of play. 1-1 the count.
Tyler in 30 innings pitched. This is as of May 9th. 43 strikeouts, 1.85 ERA.
Fouled the second one off, just a little bit behind that fastball from number 14. Tyler Lowry, the 6'2" senior, on the mound. Curveball inside. That'll move the count even at 2-2. He just pokes it out there to the shortstop, a 3-hopper, throw to first in time.
Nice play, Ty Connis. Charged that slow grounder. Fired to Connor Mullaney, out number 1. 6-3 if you're scoring at home.
Indeed, a doubleheader coming up for you here at 4 o'clock. We'll be broadcasting Middletown versus Glen Elg, another 2A Baseball State Championship, as number 21 takes a called strike right at the letters. 0-1 the count to Michael Helmut. The 6' senior fouls one back out of play. Patterson Mill, the Huskies from Bel Air, Maryland, or as they say up there, Bel Air.
Yeah, all the teams are hot this time of the year, but Patterson Mill really is the surprise of the tournament. Entered the playoffs with a losing record and have run off now 5-6 straight, including a couple comeback wins.
Remember,
In
ball
the dirt.
went in the dirt. The catcher picks it up, throw to first, and 2 up, 2 down. I remember back in 2021, Catoctin went on its state baseball championship run, which ended here. They went all the way to Patterson Mill and defeated Patterson Mill in the state quarterfinals.
And the last time these two teams met, 2016, Brunswick beat Patterson Mill 4-0 in the state championship game.
Called strike. Little off-speed pitch right down the pipe.
So Tyler comes out throwing strikes. With the pitch count, that's real important. You don't want to work deep into the count.
He shows bunt. Fouled it off. I think it hit his bat. Could you tell?
I'm not. I think it got the umpire's face mask.
Okay. He called strike on it then, so it's
He did call a
0-2.
strike. Yep.
That is the count.
Umpire took his mask off, took a slow walk to the
Okay.
mound to recover. Ooh.
That was just outside, off the plate by a hair. That'll move the count to 1-2 with 2 out, no runners on.
Travis, one of the leaders in the lineup for the Huskies, 324 batting average.
Ball 2 outside. High, ball 3, moves the count full.
Yep. So after jump went ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Tyler failed to hit the zone in 3 straight pitches. Infield kind of shallow in center. I mean the outfield. Check that.
Pitcher to pitcher low, fouls it back to the screen to stay alive in the count.
Misses ball 4. So after conserving pitches on the first 2 batters, Tyler works deep into the count there and then walks Travis Lowe. Catcher Trey McGinnis steps in for Patterson Mill.
Sophomore Husky batting right-handed. Takes one way outside. Temps on the field in the mid to upper 80s right now with the sun full on. I'm sure these guys are going to experience some heat. Trainers need to keep them hydrated.
That's 2 in a row now. 2 balls, no strikes.
Called strike. Just on the outside edge of the strike zone. 2-1 the count. 2 out, runner on first. Throw to first, back in time.
The Huskies, Trey McGinnis, one of the team leaders in RBIs with 16 on the season. Batting in the cleanup spot. 2 home runs.
Oh, delayed called strike from the umpire. You could hear a pin drop there for about 2 seconds.
So
2-2 the count. There goes the runner, throw down to second. Way too high. And the runner steals. So he may not have had to stolen that base anyway because the count moved full and another walk would put him in the exact same position without peril. Swing and a miss. And so it worked out the other way around as Tyler pitches himself out of a jam.
Yep, no runs, no hits. Tyler Lowry strikes out 2, and we move to the bottom of the first.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible for your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thermont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thermont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
All right, we are back here live with you at Regency Furniture Stadium, where we move to the bottom of the first. Brunswick's first trip to the plate here.
And they'll be facing Noah Thomas, junior lefty for the Huskies. Noah has pitched 10 scoreless innings in the playoffs. On the season, he carries a 1.68 ERA, 46 strikeouts in 37 innings pitched. Now, one thing, looking back at Patterson Mill's season, they lost 9 games by 3 runs or less. So, though they did enter the playoffs with that losing record, they were certainly a competitive team all season long. And right now playing with a lot of confidence. See if the Rotors can break into that confidence here early.
So that'll move number 11 to the plate to lead off for Brunswick.
Center fielder Colton Boyer leads off. Colton with a .400 batting average. The senior center fielder has 27 runs scored, 32 hits on the season. First
Right
pitch
up the middle,
swinging.
base hit. So that ignites the Brunswick dugout.
Yep, as a leadoff hitter, you typically come up there with a plan. A lot of times it's, I'm going to take the first pitch, or, you know, sometimes you change the script a little bit and attack the first pitch. And Colton certainly attacked that one. Base hit right up the middle, bouncing over to second base bag.
Check swing called strike to number 8. The second batter in rotation, Hayden McDaniel. Throw to first, back in time.
Hayden carries a .367 batting average on the season. Ooh,
Nice curveball.
slow curve.
That one started outside and in from the left-handed pitcher. Batter thinks it's way outside, and he just waits on it, comes right across the plate for called strike 2. Throw to first, back in time. No out, runner on first. No score. We're in the bottom of the first inning with Brunswick at the plate.
Colton, 11 stolen bases, and he's going. A hit and run. Bouncer to third. He completes the play. Third baseman Bryson Hunter to first baseman Corey Gibson for out number 1, but Colton moves into scoring position. So by putting him in motion, that takes away this force at second base. And they intentionally walk.
Yeah. The crowd doesn't like it,
Yep.
but Ty Konis gets the walk, and he trots down, takes off those shin guards and trots down to first base.
Yep. The Brunswick shortstop, as a junior, has already verbally committed to Virginia Tech.
So what's the strategy there, Coach?
You're not pitching to him. You're just, somebody else has to beat you.
And he did.
And he does.
With a
First
base
pitch.
hit into left field. Here comes a runner home. He bobbled the ball, so he will not be able to throw. And an RBI single for the batter they did want to face. With Kunis, the batter they didn't want to face, standing on second.
So the batter they faced was pitcher Tyler Lowry with that RBI base hit. Just took that little slow curveball and lofted it into left field. Colton Boyer showing good speed around and in for the score. And we'll have a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
It's like number 2.
Number 2.
Dylan Marsh.
Yep. Dylan Harsh.
Harsh. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Senior outfielder. Gets his name in the book here in the state championship game. Colin Pierre steps in.
Fastball called, strike to Pierre.
Colin, a junior second baseman.
Well hit into the right center
Slicing
gap. That
away.
one's going to drop for a base hit. Here comes the runner turning for home. The throw gets cut off, and he runs in standing up. So an RBI single for Pierre keeps the rally going for Brunswick.
Yep, and again, slow curveball hanging over the outside of the plate, and Colin just took it to right field and dropped it perfectly in between the right fielder and center fielder. So chalk up an RBI for Colin. And we have a conference head coach for Patterson Mill. Matt Roseland comes out, tries to settle the troops a little bit, and Brunswick doing exactly what Coach Roger Dawson would have scripted if he would have said, on a perfect day, we come out and score a couple in the bottom of the first.
And with only one out and runners on the corners now, they have an opportunity to put a few more across the plate.
And first baseman Connor Mullaney steps in, .390 batting average, 2 home runs on the season.
Ball outside. We saw him against Catoctin, and this kid, he's a power hitter. He can drive it deep.
And I like they're loading up. They're not taking any pitches. They're looking to swing.
Throw to first, back in time.
So we have Tyler Lowry's designated runner on third base. Colin Pierre on first base. Up the middle.
Back to the pitcher. He checks the runner at third. Throw to first. The runner advances from first to second. And the first baseman for Brunswick is out.
Yep. So scoring at home, Connor Mullaney is out 1-3 on the play. Colin Pierre moves up to second. Runner on third.
Harsh on third.
Yep. Left fielder Nathan Boraski steps in for the Railroaders.
Swing and a miss.
First pitch swinging. I like the aggressiveness. .353 batting average. So Nathan can put it in play. Would be a big, huge 2-out hit here.
Called strike.
find
Got
a
him
way.
looking. 0-2 the count to Borowski.
So Noah jumps ahead with a nice fastball followed by a slow curveball.
Fouled off.
That was that outside curveball that lefty brings from the batter's box, the left-handed batter's box, over to the outside corner of the plate. And Nathan just fought that one off, fouled it out over the first base dugout.
Staying alive. Fouled off again, this time towards the Brunswick dugout. Count remains 0-2. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Brunswick leads it 2-0. Bottom of the first. Ball outside.
Ooh, good eye. Just off the plate. As center fielder for the Huskies is Mason Hemlett. He's playing way in and walking in on the pitch.
Check swing outside again. 2-2 the count.
So Nathan seeing the ball well, picking up the rotation.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Big strikeout there. Limits the damage to 2 runs for the Railroaders in the bottom of the first. And after 1 complete, it's Brunswick 2, Patterson Mills 0.
E-bikes are the latest trend in urban and suburban transportation. Pedal or throttle, exercise or relax. E-bikes are everywhere now in our area. Fredericktown Yamaha Cycle Company is Frederick County's largest supplier of pedal-assisted e-bikes. Fredericktown Yamaha is a supplier of Yamaha, Giant, and Intense electric bikes. From open road to crosstown commutes, mountain bikes, and more. Fredericktown Yamaha specializes in 2 wheels and a motor. Since 1975, located just off Urbana Pike in Frederick. Check out our website at fredericktown.yamaha.com. Fredericktown Yamaha, where the fun begins.
On the go, on the radio, on your mobile device. Listen to cool classic oldies and great high school sports at WTHUradio.com.
All right, we are back here live where we're ready to move to the top of the second inning with Patterson Mill at the plate now. Down by 2. The Huskies need to get a little something going right here.
Leading off for Patterson Mill here to start the top of the second. Pitcher Noah Thomas, batting right-handed.
He takes the ball outside. Into center field, over the second baseman's head, and then drops in for a little looper base hit.
Yep, just over the outstretched hands of second baseman Colin Pierre. Drops into the outfield grass in right center field, and we'll have a courtesy runner for Noah. Number 14, Frankie Coletta. Junior outfielder is the courtesy runner. And Bryson Hunter steps in, the Huskies' third baseman.
Ball outside.
So his first couple batters, Tyler was getting a first pitch strike in.
Now it looks like he's pitching the location, but not hitting his spots. That one hit the spot. Called strike. 2-1 the count. Batter checks his wristband. Steps in, signal from third base coach and head coach. Beautiful bunt right down the first base line. Underhand to the pitcher, steps on the bag for the out. Nice sacrifice bunt.
Yep. Sacrificed by Bryson. First baseman Collar Mulaney underhand to Tyler Lowry, 1-3 out at, check that, 3-1 out at first base. Designated hitter Logan Sheeler steps in for the Huskies.
Called strike. Fastball just nicks the strike zone on the outside edge.
You like to live out there if you're Tyler Lowry, get that call all day.
Fouled off to the screen.
They intended that ball for us, Michael.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, he pulls that one hot down the third base line, out of play. Foul ball.
Yeah, Logan hit that ball hard. About 5 feet left of the third base bag.
Infield pop-up, third base comes in. He makes the play. The pitcher backs off to the last second. We thought there was going to be a collision.
Yeah, from here, and I didn't hear anybody calling for the ball, but clearly Tyler stepped away and allowed Connor Oler, the third baseman, to catch that pop-up. Out number 2, runner remains on second base. Right fielder Aiden Myers steps in.
Swing and a miss.
Aiden, a 6'1" senior for Patterson Mill.
High, ball 1. Tie run at the plate. Fouled back out over the screen and the press box.
Noticed a lot of the Brunswick fans are huddled in the mezzanine area, finding shade already here in the second inning.
Little chopper to short. He gloves it. Throw to first. And they get the final out.
Nice play by Ty. That ball was bouncing around pretty good. Stayed with it. Solid throw to first. 6-3. Sodge retired. The score remains Brunswick 2, Patterson Mill 0.
Knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
SEM Lawn Care and Property Maintenance in Emmitsburg, Maryland. Well, these guys are amazing. No matter what your lawn care needs, mowing, trimming, and a lot more, SEM Lawn Care will help turn your dream into a real landscape. Locally owned and operated, you won't get a horde of guys who you can't understand descending on your property. Now, what you will get are 2 guys born and raised in Thurmont who will do the job right and say thank you in English. SEM Lawn Care and Property Maintenance, quick, easy, and professional. SEM Lawn Care is the go-to choice for mowing our big dream.
All right, we are back as the Brunswick batter steps into the batter's box here in the bottom of the second. Brunswick's second at bat.
Brunswick's Connor Euler steps in, takes the first pitch, call ball.
Oler, the 6-foot senior third baseman, batting right-handed. Check swing high. First base says he didn't go around. So it's ball 2. 2-0 the count.
So
Ball 3 outside.
The Noah Thomas, the Patterson Mill pitcher, is not an overpowering pitcher. He's location and changing speeds. Right now it looks like Brunswick is tuned into that game plan.
Called strike as Oler takes all the way from the sign from Coach Roger Dawson. Coach Roger with his 400th win this season, celebrating a long and storied career. Ball 4 outside.
And Connor, from the A spot, does his job, gets himself on base. You talked about Roger and his over 400 wins. He is now ranked 5th in Maryland State high school baseball victories as a head coach.
Wow.
So Carson I steps in, a designated hitter, in a nice spot for Brunswick.
Junior takes a called strike. That curveball on the outside edge of the strike zone.
See if Coach Dawson tries to move Connor over to scoring position here.
Throw back to first. In time. Runner back.
And batter Carson I did show squaring to bunt. See if the Railroaders keep that play on.
Throw to first. He's back.
Patterson Mill certainly expects him to bunt. Third baseman Bryson Hunter is 70 feet away from the batter.
There's the bunt. Foul ball down the first base line.
And you know, these programs, and one thing about Brunswick, along with Catoctin and the better programs that we watch a lot in Frederick County, you can see the frustration on the batter when they fail to execute that sacrifice bunt.
Yeah.
They, you know, you expect it from the coaches, but the batters themselves hold themselves accountable.
Ball outside. That'll move the count to 1-2 now, with no outs and a runner on first.
See if they don't put Uller in motion like they did Boyer in the first inning.
High fly ball into left center. Center fielder drifts over, calls off the left fielder, and makes the catch.
Mason Hemlett for the Huskies with the put out. F8 if you're scoring at home. And that brings us around to the top of the Brunswick order. Colton base hit and scored in the first inning.
Throw down to first, back in time. Now the catcher threw that one down. It was a slow curveball, and he came out of his crouch,
Yeah, solid throw.
attacked the ball, and then made the good throw. But the good reflexes on first, he got back safe. Called strike. 1-1 the count.
Third base is creeping in, trying to make sure they take away the bunt opportunity for Boyer.
He sticks his bat out there and check swings it into right field. Easy catch. Right fielder doesn't have to make the one-step adjustment to the ball, and we have 2 out.
Aiden Myers, can of corn, we used to call that back in the day.
Yeah, it's just a little poke into right field, but it had too much air under it.
Peyton McDonald steps in, the right fielder for Brunswick.
Ball outside.
Peyton out on a ground ball to the third baseman in the first inning.
Fouled off down the right field line into the stands. 1-1 the count to McDonald. He pokes that one back to the right side screen. Just sticking that bat out there and fighting it off.
Yep, staying alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ball outside. That'll even the count at 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner on first. Brunswick leads it 2-0 here in the bottom of the second.
That's
In
gonna
the
be
short
trouble.
gap. He can't get to it. It's a base hit in the left field. And I believe he was cheated over a little towards second base covering.
Yeah, I was just going to say either he was rotating on because he thought it was going to be a stolen base, or for some reason playing at double play positioning there, which
Yeah.
put him up the middle a little too much, and Hayden just knocked that one right through that gap, 6-5 hole.
Well, that gap, you drive a semi through that one, the
Yep.
way he's cheated over to second base right
and,
now.
And now both of them are huddled in the middle, and the dangerous Ty Connis steps in with runners on first and second.
Doesn't look like they're going to walk him this time. They're going to throw to him. In the dirt. Good stop by the catcher.
The talented junior carries a .451 batting average. 3 home runs, 19 RBIs.
Curveball, called strike. Got him looking. Nice curve. Ball outside.
Working everything on that outside third of the plate. Notice the outfielders dropped way back.
Up the middle. Can't get to it. Base hit into center field. Here comes the run home. Runner goes to third. He misses the ball in center field. And so a 2-run RBI
Whoa.
double. And he slides in safe under the tag.
So I'm not the official scorer though, but I think that's going to be scored a base hit with an error, 1 earned run RBI, and the second one unearned. But either way, if you're Brunswick, it's 2 more across the plate.
And the reason for that, and if I can explain, is that the center fielder had an easy catch, but then he muffed the ball, trying to bring it out of his glove and into his throwing hand to make the throw home. He dropped it back into the turf and had trouble getting it out of the turf.
And Coach Dawson saw that from his perspective on third base, coach, and just kept winding McDonald all the way around.
So with 2 outs, the Railroaders put 2 more across the plate. That'll bring number 14 to the plate. To bat with.
Pitcher Tyler Lowry. His second turn already today. Base hit his initial at bat.
Curveball strike.
Tyler is 6'2" senior.
Swing and a miss.
Struck him. So with that, sides retired. Brunswick pushes 2 more across on 2 base hits. And we move to the top of the third with the Brunswick Railroaders leading 4-0.
Hit a home run with Kathy Miller and Elle Smith of J&B Real Estate in Thurmont. Kathy and Elle will team up to help you with all your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or just getting a feel for the market. Kathy and Elle can help you score big in finding the home of your dreams. Experienced licensed realtors who help the people they represent get on base first. Kathy Miller and L. Smith of J&B Real Estate have offices on Main Street in downtown Thurmont. Give them a call today at 301-271-3487. Tell them you heard about them on WTHU. Kathy Miller and L. Smith of J&B Real Estate Thurmont, let them help you knock one out of the park today.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
All right, we are back here live. I want to thank our sponsors for making this 1A state championship game possible. That's Amber Hill Physical Therapy, Center of Life Chiropractic, American Legion Post 168, Kathy Miller and L. Smith of J&B Real Estate, and finally Thurmont Country Kitchen. Thank you for sponsoring our games here today.
Yeah, between innings there, head coach for Patterson Mill, Matt Roseland, pulled the whole team together and had a quick chat, probably of, let's just relax and play baseball. You know, they're making some just silly mistakes handling the baseball defensively. So to get us started here in the top of the third, Mason Hemlett steps in. The Huskies center fielder.
Ooh, he drills one right down the left field line and just, 20 feet foul?
Yeah, way out in front of that pitch, and he did hit it hard.
Beautiful stadium here. Nice breeze, wispy clouds, blue skies. It's a beach day for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad we're in the shade.
Oh, line drive right into the third baseman's glove.
Yeah, piece of bad luck hitting there by Mason. He hit that ball hard again. Connor Orr just stood up right into his glove for out number one.
Yeah, all they had to do was open it and say thank you.
So that rolls us around to the top of the Huskies batting order. Chase Chikoki, 252 batting average.
He fouls one off down the right side.
He was out shortstop to first to lead off the game.
Low and in the dirt. Outside. Ball one. 1-1 the count. Right back to the pitcher. He gloves it. Throw to first. Easy out.
1-3 if you're scoring at home. Nice play there. Tother squares up nicely after he delivers that pitch.
Yeah.
Defends the position well. Brings up Michael Hemlett.
So if you just joined us, Brunswick has jumped out to a 4-0 lead, putting 2 across the plate in the first and 2 across the plate in the second. High fly ball drifts foul.
The Huskies center fielder carries a .343 batting average on the season.
He is Husky, too.
Strong-looking young man. 18 RBIs from the second spot. That's a solid number. That means people down in the bottom of the order, 8 and 9, get on quite a bit in front of him. So that's good team hitting. Tyler is set. The batter steps out.
Grounded to short. 2 hops it. Throw to first. They got him.
6-3, side retired. Ty Conas circled that bounder beautifully. Strong for the first, side's retired.
American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
And of course, we salute all of those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country on this Memorial Day weekend. Of course, Monday is Memorial Day. It's a somber thought that families would... You know, I was watching one of my favorite war movies yesterday, We Were Soldiers. You ever seen that? That's Sam Elliott and Mel Gibson. One of the best war movies I've ever seen. And it's the case on when the Marines were caught in the middle of 4,000 Viet Cong and trapped for 3 days.
So second baseman Colin Pierre gets us started here in the bottom of the third for the Railroaders.
Curveball outside, ball 1.
Colin had an RBI base hit in the first inning.
Fastball called strike.
Now I was just looking back. We covered Brunswick Catoctin early May. Coach Roger Dawson and his Railroaders the exact same batting lineup today as they had the beginning of the month.
Fouled off into the right field stands.
That makes a head coach's job real easy.
It
when
does,
you can
yes.
just pencil those same 9 in. What they do is, like Colin Pierre, we know he's a solid pitcher. He just moves to second base. If he's not pitching, stays in the batting lineup. Called strike 3 on the outside corner.
So a nice pitch from the Huskies pitcher.
Picks up his third strikeout. Brings up first baseman Connor Mullaney.
Called strike. Number 12, Noah Thomas, the junior pitcher for the Huskies. There's that curveball. Caught him looking. 0-2 the count to Mullaney.
And Noah working the inside of the plate a little more this inning to the Railroaders batters.
Mullaney on the outside of the batter's box as a result. Chops one to the third baseman. It's short. Oh, he dropped it. Fell out of his glove. Couldn't make the catch. It was just dying in the grass, Coach.
Yeah, I'm going to unofficially give Connor a base hit. That was going to be a challenging play, even if third baseman Bryson Hunter comes up with it clean, because it was so slow.
Yeah. It just hit that grass and just died right there on the spot.
Yep. Nathan Borowski steps in. The Brunswick left fielder struck out to end the first inning.
And he takes a called strike from the first pitch from Thomas. We're in the bottom of the third. Ball high and away. Oh, he lays down a bunt and it foul tips back to the screen.
That was a push bunt from the right-handed batter. He was bunting for a base hit, not a sacrifice effort. With first base holding, he has to stay back. Left-handed pitcher falls off to the third base side. It's a great idea by Nathan.
Chop foul. Borowski stays alive, 1-2 in the count.
Staying alive.
Again, he fouls it off. Way outside.
That's a really nice play by Trey McInnes.
Yeah. McInnes has to come out of his crouch quickly to keep that one in front of him.
One hops it backhanded. Heads up.
Right at me. Thank goodness for that screen. That ball was headed for my teeth. He fouled it off right back to the screen here into our little balcony.
Yep, you're
location.
on your own, Michael. You're on your own.
I know. Fouled again.
Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nathan with a quality at bat.
5 fouls in a row.
Yep. 1 out. Connor Mullaney on first for the Railroaders.
Inside. Again, McInnes with a great stop at catcher. Keep that runner on first. Out of scoring position.
So it moves the count to full. Coach Dawson reminds the base runner there's only 1 out.
Swing and a miss. He racks up another strikeout. Pitches way out of that jam.
Fourth strikeout of the game for Noah. Brings up third baseman Connor Euler, who walked and scored in the second inning.
Euler takes one outside for ball 1. 2 out. Runner on first. Brunswick leads it 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. Ball 2 inside. A grounder in the left field for the base hit.
Solid ground ball just to the glove side of third baseman into left field. Carson I, the designated hitter. And now they're going to do a pinch runner for first baseman Connor Mullaney on second base. Number 1, LJ Tobry.
And they want to get that speedster out there, I imagine. That's the strategy here.
LJ, a 9th grader on this talented Railroaders roster. Get some playing time in his state championship game.
Yep, so a base hit, he's coming home.
That's popped up. Second base waving everybody off.
And he makes the catch.
Brunswick strands 2. And we get ready to move to the top of the fourth. The score, Brunswick 4, Patterson Mills 0. Be right back.
Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School Athletics on the radio. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the beautiful Regency Furniture Stadium here in Waldorf, Maryland for the 1A Baseball State Championship. Brunswick versus Patterson Mill, and right now, Brunswick with a convincing 4-run lead. Patterson Mill wants to come to the plate and do something about that here as we move to the top of the fourth.
And we move to the heart of the Huskies order. 3, 4, 5 in the lineup. Travis Lowe gets us started. Travis will be playing baseball at Delaware Valley next season. First pitch fouls off.
Base hit.
Yep.
Right center gap, it falls in. A leadoff single.
Almost a mirror image of the base hit Noah Thomas got in the second inning. Just dropped it over the second baseman's head. So Travis sets the table. Catcher Trey McGinnis steps in.
The catcher, number 9, Trey McGinnis.
McGinnis looking down third base to head coach Roseland for the signal. He's got it. He steps into the batter's box. Closed stance, batting right-handed. High pop-up back out over the screen. Now to play. Coach Roseland exhorts his first baseman, says, way to be there. As he charged in to try to make a play on that one. Ball high. 1-1 to count. Outside, ball 2.
Nice pitch there by Tyler. Had Trey out in front of that one. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ooh, way outside. He went after it and struck him out.
Really had him fooled on that outside curveball, slow curveball. Might have been the slowest pitch we've seen delivered from Tyler all afternoon.
And he thought it was going to break in, and he went out there after it, but couldn't make contact off the end of the bat.
So pitcher Noah Thomas steps in for the Huskies.
He takes a called strike. 1 out, runner on first. Patterson Mill at the plate. Well hit into center field. The center fielder drifts left, and makes the catch.
Tyler just continues to look like he has the batters a little off stride. That was kind of a lunge swing, just popped it up. Center field. Bryson Hunter, the Huskies' third baseman, steps in.
Swing and a miss. He blew that fastball by him.
Bryson credited with a sacrifice bunt, his initial at bat in the second inning.
Out off over the stands, out of play.
And we see Frederick County's 2A representative coming into the stadium, the Middletown Knights.
Way outside. There's that same
That
slow outside curveball.
Sam Barasto, nice job of shifting to his right and blocking that.
Ball 2 outside. 2-2 the count. Lowry adjusts his cap. Steps on the rubber. Kicks and delivers. Ooh, right at the head. Batter ducks out of the way. Little chin music there.
Moves the count to full with 2 outs.
So the runner will go on this one. There he goes. Ball 4. And so he draws the walk as he trots down to first base.
So Bryson down on first. Travis moves over to second, and Logan Schiller steps in with 2 outs.
Called strike. Letter high fastball.
Logan popped up to the third baseman in the second inning.
Logan fouls that one back. That'll put Lowry out in front on the count, 0-2. With 2 outs and runners on first and second. Huskies like to get something here. That a curveball got away from him.
Stayed inside again.
One and 2 the count. Got him looking.
Rings him up. Sides retired. 2 stranded for the Huskies. And we move to the bottom of the 4th. Brunswick continues to lead 4-0. And we'll be right back.
I performed for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
All right, we are back here live at Regency Furniture Stadium, where it's been pretty quiet for the last couple innings. Kind of into that mid-game lull here.
And we have a pitching change for the Huskies. If I can read that jersey number, Michael Hemelt now in. The center fielder moves from out there to the pitching mound.
Left-handed pitcher as well.
Yes. Michael is committed to play baseball at Frostburg State University in the fall.
Hemelt, the 6-foot senior. hoping to be able to quiet those Brunswick bats. Brunswick putting
pitched 43 innings on the season, 58 strikeouts, a 3.09 ERA. And we move around to the top of the order for the Railroaders to start the bottom of the fourth. Colton Boyer.
Yeah. Hemelt pitching from the stretch. Throws a ball a little high. Shoulder high, fastball. Again, high fastball, ball 2.
Shows a little more velocity than starting pitcher Noah Thomas had.
That one, a strike.
Yep.
But
Colton,
not as tricky, I guess.
Yeah.
Just powerful throwing. We'll see if he's got anything else in his arsenal.
Colton 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Run scored.
A grounder to first. He gloves it and steps on the bag for the first out.
So Colton was a little behind that fastball. Ground ball over to first. First baseman Corey Gibson gloves it and steps on the bag. Actually, that's a change there too. Number 12 now is playing first base.
Notice this outfield shift they've got on. They've had it for the last 2 batters and 3 batters in a row.
Well, at least these two would be maybe because Michael throws a little faster. Don't expect the hitters to get around, with the center fielder playing to the right field side of second base bag, even with a right-handed batter.
One and one the count. Swing and a miss. So he blew that one by him.
Peyton McDonald 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a run scored.
High, ball 2. No runners on. Bottom of the fourth. Ball 3. Full count now with 1 out. Right back over our heads, it hit our roof.
Coming down.
I'm watching. Oh, there it goes. I should have gotten ready for that. I might have caught that. It went just over our balcony railing here.
Peyton staying alive. Count remains full.
Swing and a miss struck him out.
Peyton could not catch up with that high fastball.
So Hemelt getting it done so far in relief. Will now face his third batter in the bottom of the fourth. That's a curveball for a strike.
Ty Conness batting for the Railroaders, 1 for 1 on the afternoon, a walk, a run scored, and 2 RBIs.
Curveball off the plate again. 1-1 the count. Ball 2.
Yep.
High, ball 3. Those are all curveballs, weren't they?
No, I don't think so. It might be a little cutter of some kind.
Cutter, yeah. Called strike. That'll move the count full with 2 out. So the Brunswick Railroaders get the walk as Kunis trots down to first base. The base on balls.
Number 14, Tyler Lowry.
As you heard the PA address say, that's Tyler Lowry looking down to Coach Dawson for the signal. He's got it. He steps in.
Ty has 11 stolen bases. Got to watch him over there at first base.
Throw to first, back in time.
Tyler is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Base hit. RBI in the first.
Called strike. He nicks the outside of that strike zone. Check swing. He did not go around.
Yeah, he did.
He did?
Called strike. I notice Hamlet has Ty leaning back towards first on delivery.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Hamlet comes in and gets it done. Except for the walk.
Yep, no runs, no hits, and we move to the top of the 5th. The score remains Brunswick 4, Patterson Mirror 0. Be right back.
At Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School Athletics on the radio. Back here live with a little bit of a delay there as the catcher trotted out to the pitcher's mound to have a little talk with his pitcher. Patterson Mill batter now in the batter's box, ready to go.
Tyler slips and falls after the delivery. Aiden Myers steps in for the Huskies. The right fielder's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He's now 1. Oh, it almost.
Base hit all the way to the fence in left field. He turns 2. That'll wake up the faithful.
Yep, Beatty batting in the 8th spot. Aiden Myers lined that one to left field. For a second there, it looked like the Railroaders left fielder Nathan Borowski was going to run it down, but it sliced away from him a little bit and rolled all the way to the wall. So leadoff double for Aiden Myers. Brings up center Mason Hamlet.
Called strike on the fastball. He loops one for a base hit into right field. It runs across the line. Here comes a run home. And an RBI single for Patterson, and they finally get one across the plate.
Yep. They get rid of that goose egg. Moves the score 4-1. And a quick timeout by Coach Roger Dawson. Comes out, have a chat with his pitcher. Nice piece of hitting there by Mason Hemlett. Batting in a nice spot. Just served that outside pitch to right field.
So Coach Dawson walking back to his position at third base after conferring with his infield and his pitcher. Basically probably saying, look, let's not give him any more. Let's shut this one down now and get out of here.
Yeah, but that moves the Huskies around to the top of their order. Chase Jacoki, 303 batting average, 0 for 2 on the afternoon.
Strike. Nice pitch right on the edge of the zone. Lowry gets the call. Ball outside. No outs, runners on first. Top of the fifth. Half swing, drills it into the right field stands, out of play.
Yeah, if you're Tyler Lowry right now, you just want to get an out any way at all. Just slow the momentum down. 2 consecutive hits.
Swing and a miss. Got him with a high curveball. Struck him out.
Big comeback there by Tyler. His third strikeout. Fourth strike. Check that. Duh. 5th strikeout of the game.
Okay.
Center now pitcher Michael Hemelt steps in.
Swing and a miss. Outfield playing straight away, medium depth. High, ball 1. Into center field. The center fielder has to charge in. He makes the underhand catch for the out.
Well played by center fielder Colton Boyer. Right from the crack of the bat, he was charging hard to get that looping liner. Out number 2. F8 if you're scoring at home. And that brings to the plate for Patterson Mill, Travis Lowe. Travis 1 for 1 on the afternoon, a base hit and a walk.
High, ball 1 to Lowe. Outside, ball 2, 2-0 the count. 2 outs, runner on first. Called strike. That one looked just had to be on the outside of the strike zone edge.
Yep.
Called strike 2. He hit the same spot identically to move the count to 2-2 with 2 outs. Check swing into the stands. Right field. Oh!
Ricocheting.
It pinballed off the chairs and almost took that guy's head off. Two lone spectators out there in the right field stands. Ooh. Ball 3. The count moves full now, so the runner will go on this. as the Huskies first base coach gives his base runner instructions. We're ready. Fouled off again into the right field playground area.
Travis just making good contact, fouling those pitches off.
Runner comes back, trots back to first base, where he tags up and takes a lead. Grounder to short, takes it, glove, throw to first, they got it.
Wow, great play. Just the transfer from glove to hand for Ty and the strong throw to retire to the side, 6-3. But Patterson Mill gets one, and after 5.5, it's Brunswick 4, Patterson Mill 1. We'll be right back.
Our local American Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't forget to say thank you every time you them for the selfless sacrifice and free service to our country. Thanks, American Post 168. We salute you.
All right, we are back here live at the Regency Furniture Stadium on a hot May day. End of May, last week. Coming up on Memorial Day on Monday, Memorial Day weekend. But a beautiful championship 1A game here where Brunswick is holding on to a 4-1 lead. Brunswick coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, number 4 for the Railroaders. Colin Pierre steps into the batter's box.
Yep. Second baseman Colin, 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Base hit in the first.
High, ball 1. First time Pierre's faced Hemmelt, the relief pitcher now on the mound for the Huskies. Ball 2. Chin high fastballs. That one looked nice. Right in there for a called strike. Pierre takes a deep breath, spits on those gloves, rubs them together, and now he's in. Check swing, called strike 2. Two and 2 the count. High and outside. Full count now. Pierre takes Hemmelt the distance. He goes out after that one and fouls it back off to the screen.
Good piece of hitting, just staying alive. Don't want to let it up to the umpire to make a call.
High, ball 4. Pierre draws the walk. That'll bring the big Mulaney to the plate.
So do you bunt him, Coach?
Not with that kind of power.
Connor signed with Stevenson, Division III school in Owings Mill, Maryland.
So Connor steps into the box. Up, he shows bunt. Pulls the bat back, throw down to first from the catcher, not in time as the runner gets back, dives in head first, safe.
I think Coach Rogers just gave him the rub-off signal right there. Like, go, what are you doing? We'll see if that was an intentional act.
Throw to first, back in time. So Hemmelt playing a little chess match with the base runner on first. The left-handed pitcher moving to first base, trying to keep that runner honest. Well hit into right field. He has to drift to his left, and he makes the catch. When it holds the runner, since it's to right field, you can't move the runner around.
Yeah. Oh. F9 if you're scoring at home. Brings up left fielder Nathan Borowski.
He rips one to the short, can't get it backhanded, throw to second, and it gets by the second baseman, and he's hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
he turned that ankle trying to cover second base. He's walking it off right now. Looks like he'll be all right.
Yeah, I think the throw to the inside part of the bag drew the second baseman towards the runner. And when Collins slid, there was a bit of contact with the feet.
That explains it. So he got cleated.
Well, I don't know if he got cleated or just kind of twisted it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just told the coach, I got cleated. He's all right. He shook it off. He pointed to the high shin area, which generally indicates that's where it went.
So unofficially, I have Nathan Borowski on first on a fielder's choice effort, and Colin moves to second on an error on the shortstop.
Sounds good.
And that brings third baseman Connor Oler to the plate. Connor is 1 for 1 on the afternoon, a base hit, a walk, and a run scored.
Called strike on the fastball on the outside edge of the strike zone. Hemmelt pitching well here in relief. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of that one. Senior third baseman takes his helmet off and shakes that long lock of black hair, shoulder length, puts the helmet on and steps in. Here we go. Struck him out.
Yep, good change up there by Michael. Had Connor out in front of that for 2 outs.
So now with runners on first and second, number 6 steps to the plate. Willie Fry.
Pinch hitter, Willie Fry. Junior outfielder.
High ball 1. I'm laughing, you're right. Most of the Brunswick faithful have moved up into the shade on the mezzanine there. Swing and a miss.
Willie, a 5'6" junior. Pinch hitting role.
Called strike, got him looking.
Willie didn't like that call.
No, sir. 1-2 the count.
Has to get aggressive with the bat now.
Fouled it off.
Up into the mezzanine area on the first base side. Oh.
Whoa, got him looking. Wow. Boy, those are close, aren't they?
So, strikes out looking, strands 2 Brunswick runners, and we move to the top of the 6th with the score of Brunswick 4, Patterson Mill 1. We'll be right back.
Hit a home run with Kathy Miller and L. Smith of J&B Real Estate in Thurmont. Kathy and L will team up to help you with all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or just getting a feel for the market. Kathy and L can help you score big in finding the home of your dreams. Experienced licensed realtors who help the people they represent get on base first. Kathy Miller and L. Smith of J&B Real Estate have offices on Main Street in downtown Thurmont. Give them a call today at 301-271-3487. Tell them you heard about them on WTHU. Kathy Miller and L. Smith of J&B Real Estate Thurmont, let them help you knock one out of the park today.
No one's knocked one out of the park here today, but Patterson Mill hopes to. Down by 3, they move in to the top of the 6th. With only 2 more at-bats left in this championship game for them, their team. Don't need to get it all back at once. Just chip away at that lead a little bit.
Yeah, this is a big inning for both teams. For pitcher Tyler Lowry, 4, 5, 6 in the order. He would love to work this in order, a 1, 2, 3, if at all possible, 4 at best batters, and sets himself up really well for the 7th inning. And if you're Patterson Mill, you need to get some base runners on, so you roll around to the top of the order with potentially runners on in the 7th inning.
Strike, called strike. Either our angle's a little bit off or that umpire is very liberal on the outside of that strike zone. Can't tell. Swing and a miss.
Big change up there. Curveball by Tyler. Gets Trey out in front of it for the swing and a miss and a strikeout. No, Thomas steps in.
Called strike. Thomas steps out, checks his wristband for the signal, or the number that he heard from Coach Roseland down on third base. Now he fouls one right back at us into the screen. 0-2 the count. First batter up, struck out. Second batter in the order here in the top of the 6th. Down in the count. takes a curveball, chops it back to short. He can't get to it. Oh! Doesn't get him. So the pitcher had to play, made the decision to let it go, and let his shortstop charge it. But that ball, again, died in the grass.
Yeah, but boy, that was a great effort by Connis at shortstop for the Railroaders. Solid throw, a bang-bang play at first base. The Rotor infielders, probably not the most objective. We're rooting for the call. So let's credit Noah with an infield base hit.
Yes.
Their Huskies' 5th base hit of the afternoon. Bryson Hunter steps in.
Hunter takes a ball outside.
Huskies' 3rd baseman sacrificed bunt in the 2nd and walked in the 4th.
Fouled it back.
Had him lunging at that pitch out in front of it.
1-1 the count. Ball outside. 1 out, runner on first. Brunswick leads it 4-1. 1A state championship baseball. That backs him out of the box. A high fastball inside. That'll move the count to 3-1 now. The batter steps out, calls time. Grounder to short. Throw to second. They try to double him, and they do.
Oh, tailor-made double play ball, and Brunswick makes the plays. 6-4-3 if you're scoring at home. Sod's retired, and we move to the bottom of the 6th. Score remains Brunswick 4, Patterson Mill 1. Be right back.
Everyone in Fairmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Fairmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
E-bikes are the latest trend in urban and suburban transportation. Pedal or throttle, exercise or relax. E-bikes are everywhere now in our area. Fredericktown Yamaha Cycle Company is Frederick County's largest supplier of pedal-assisted e-bikes. Fredericktown Yamaha is a supplier of Yamaha, Giant, and Intense electric bikes. From open road to crosstown commutes, mountain bikes, and more. Fredericktown Yamaha specializes in 2 wheels and a motor. Since 1975, located just off Urbana Pike in Frederick. Check out our website at fredericktown.yamaha.com. Fredericktown Yamaha, where the fun begins.
Well, not necessarily, because the fun begins here at the 1A State Baseball Championship, with Brunswick enjoying a 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. They are at the plate.
And they would love to break things open right here. Colton Boyer, the top of the Brunswick lineup, gets us started here in the bottom of the 6th.
So Boyer foul bunts one back to the screen.
Yep, he looked to push that one at the first baseman, who is playing deep.
And now the umpire calls timeout because there's a ball laying on the ground. The ball boy didn't get it picked up, and he wanted to make sure for safety purposes that the ball was laying, after it hit the screen from the bunt, the foul bunt, it was laying there on the track behind home plate.
Yeah, well, it's been a while at these games. I think the ball boy is somebody from the dugout closest to the ball. There is no volunteer like you have at your minor league games or major league games. So Colton takes that pitch inside, evens the count 1-1.
Chopper to the short. He gloves it. Throw to first. Nice easy out for the Huskies.
Yep, nice big bounce. Travis Lowe attacks it from his shortstop position. Strong throw to first. Colton's retired. Peyton McDonald committed to play at Frederick Community College in the fall.
He shows bunt, lets it go by for the called strike. Ball outside, 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike two. High curve ball.
Michael
evens the count at 2-2.
Michael Hemmelt working in his third inning of relief. Has yet to allow a Brunswick base hit.
A little poke check foul into the stands on the right side.
Moves the count to full.
Oh, swing and a miss. He struck him out. That one way up high.
Yeah. Payton's upset with himself. Couldn't lay off that high fastball. Ty Connors steps in for the Railroaders. 1 for 1 on the afternoon. 2 bases on balls, a base hit, a run scored.
Off-speed pitch, ball 1 to Ty. High fastball inside. Ball 2.
The last time Brunswick was in the state playoffs, champions in 2016.
That was at
4-0 over
that was up in
Patterson Mill.
Aberdeen, wasn't it?
I don't recall.
Yeah, it was at Ripken Stadium up in Aberdeen. We were there. Called strike. Got him looking 3-1 the count.
If the Roaders could hold on, it would be their 7th state title and 4th under Coach Dawson. Brunswick,
Ball 4.
a rich history of high school baseball. Great youth program over there.
I remember doing their game at McCurdy Field on their way to that championship.
So Ty draws his 3rd walk of the afternoon. And Tyler Lowry steps in.
Two out.
Yeah,
runner on first.
Listening to a podcast with Coach Dawson, and he was talking about, you know, in this day of travel ball and all that kind of stuff that these gentlemen have to participate in to get to the skill level. He said they still come back to Brunswick and buy into his program and what he wants to teach them, the fundamentals of the game, and he really attributes that to the program's success.
Little looper into right field, drops foul. Yeah, that's hard because I've heard coaches say a lot of these kids come back from travel ball and they think that they know everything and they won't listen to the coach.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. So I think the young men in Brunswick grow up looking to be a part of this program if they're baseball players.
swing and a miss.
Moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tyler.
2 out, runner on first. Bottom of the 6th. High. Ball 2. Center and right. Medium depth, left field deep. Called strike, got him looking.
Tyler's trying not to show too much disgust because he's going to turn around, put the glove on, and get on the pitching mound and ask for the exact same pitch. So the score remains 4-1, and here we move to the 7th and final inning. We'll be right back.
E-bikes are the latest trend in urban and suburban transportation. Pedal or throttle, exercise or relax. E-bikes are everywhere now in our area. Fredericktown Yamaha Cycle Company is Frederick County's largest supplier of pedal-assisted e-bikes. Fredericktown Yamaha is a supplier of Yamaha, Giant, and Intense electric bikes. From open road to crosstown commutes, mountain bikes, and more. Fredericktown Yamaha specializes.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is do or die time for Patterson Mill. The top of the 7th inning. This is their last at bat, unless they can push 3 across the plate.
Yeah, and I'm not keeping a pitch count, but I would say Tyler is not close to the 105. He's been pretty efficient throughout the game. Only has faced 24 batters so far.
And unlike his opponents on the mound, he's gone the distance.
That double play last inning was huge to get out of there quickly on a minimum of pitches. And Logan Schiller steps in for the Huskies. First pitch outside. Logan 0 for 2 on the afternoon, a strikeout and a pop-up to the third baseman. Takes that one called strike, evens the count.
High off-speed pitch. Ball 2. Shot foul into the plate.
That came back and bounced off the Brunswick catcher, but Sam appears to be okay. Umpire gives him a couple minute break as he walks out and delivers a fresh ball to Tyler.
Takes the time to walk all the way out halfway to the mound and hand it to the pitcher. That gives the great gesture by professional gesture by the plate umpire and give the catcher a chance to regroup. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So now the Railroaders 2 away from a trophy.
7th strikeout for Tyler Lowry.
2 outs left in this game. Myers.
Aiden with a double his last at bat. That hard hit down the left field line that rolled all the way to the wall.
He takes a strike looking. Foul back up over our heads.
Coming back down. Not this one.
Nope. And I was ready this time, too. Well, the bird just came flying out of there. Scared the poor bird.
And rings him up.
Oh, baby. He struck him out with a slow off-speed pitch. And he backed out and then realized, uh-oh, that's a strike.
Well, and here comes Coach Roger Dawson out. That must be a pitch count.
Yeah. I think you might be right.
So I'm dead wrong on
yes.
that. I thought he
He's
had
taking
a
the
little
ball.
Room for
Lowry's going to get a standing ovation as he comes out of the game. That's it. All the players out of the dugout. A standing ovation for Ty Lowry as he trots to his teammates with 1 out left in this game.
Yep.
Not able to finish it because of the pitch count. Explain to our listeners what that means.
Well, in high school baseball, there's a pitch restriction per day and then how many days you have to rest after that. Of course, there's no concern on the rest, but the single day pitch count is 105 pitches. So once a pitcher gets to that point, completes the at-bat, that hits that magic number, they have to, by rule, be taken out of the game. So Tyler, let's ring him up here. In 6 2/3 innings, he allowed 5 hits, 1 run, 8 strikeouts. So strong pitching performance.
Your attention, please. Only authorized personnel are allowed on the field.
So the PA announcer's getting ready for what could be a potential mob scene on the field when Brunswick comes away with the trophy, if they can get this final out. Patterson Mill would like to have something to say about that, however.
Yep. So junior Ty Connis moves from shortstop to pitcher. And then Colin Pierre moves from second base to shortstop, and Lowry moves into the second base spot defensively. Center fielder Mason Hamel steps in for the Huskies. He's 1 for 2 on the afternoon.
And it's all riding on that young man for the Huskies. Trying to get on base.
Needs to find a way to extend the inning.
Yes. High inside. Ball 1. Called strike. 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss. So now Kunis out in front of the batter, 1-2. Let's see what he dials up here. A little grounder to short. He gloves it, the throw to first, and it's over.
Brunswick Railroaders, your 1A state champions. 6-3 if you're scoring at home for the final out. 4-1 the final score. And they dogpiled in the middle of the infield. So Brunswick jumps on Patterson Mill early. 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second. They allow 1 in the 5th. 4-1 your final.
We'll be back for our post-game wrap-up after this message from our sponsors.
American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
Indeed, we do salute you for all the wonderful ways you serve and give back to our community and for taking care of our veterans. American Legion Post 168, a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio. Coach, Brunswick put those four across, what is it, 2-2?
Yep, 2-2.
And that was it. Then the defense just went into the shutdown mode for the rest of the game.
Yep, solid pitching, solid defense. You know, nothing, I was just trying to think through, nothing spectacular. They just made the fundamental play, you know, kept things in front of them defensively. Just a great pitching performance from Tyler Lowry, who completes the season, you know, 1.68 ERA. He bested that here today with, you know, solid performance. You know, he was around the plate pretty much the whole day. I got him for two walks, 8 strikeouts. You know, just a great performance by him on the mound. And then, you know, anything that was hit to the infield was an out. So that's how you win high school baseball games. You know, a couple of the runs might have been aided by 3 errors. You know, they were more, didn't give up the big hit on the error. It was, they gave up an extra base, which then maybe turned into an RBI on a hit later on. So, but credit to Patterson Mill, great run here at the end of the season, you know. But Brunswick, solid fundamental defense, you know, the kind of baseball that, like I said before, wins high school baseball games.
Yeah.
7th state championship, 4th under Coach Stolson.
And not a surprise. They've been playing this kind of ball all year,
Yep.
dominating their opponents. You know, last year it was Clear Spring. This year Brunswick makes the move.
Yeah.
And
when you
from
know that
start to finish, they had it at the wire.
their closest game in the region playoffs was Catoctin. They had to come from behind and win that one 4-3.
Well, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we put that one in the books in 1 hour flat. So we'll step aside. We've got Muscles of Soul coming up at 3 o'clock with Gene Reed. We'll go back to our regular programming with him, play a little soul music for you, and then we have a 4 p.m. first pitch, Middletown versus Glen Alg, and some more great high school 2A baseball championships. You're part of our doubleheader here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Take care. We'll be right back after this.
Don't worry if you can't make it to the game or